When building apps, it's very common that we need the same styling in multiple places. We could just copy and paste a node we styled, but that comes with a couple of downsides. First of all, we would have to search through all of our pages and components looking for the styled visual node we want whenever we need to include it in a new place. Similarly, if we would find that the design needs to be tweaked, we would have to go through all pages and components, manually updating every instance of this copied node. The better way to achieve reusability and maintainability is by using style variants. Let's see it in action. In our example design system, we have a primary button used to indicate the main actions and a secondary button that is a bit more discrete. Let's build them and use them in our app. We start by creating a button in the node tree. We will add a bit more left and right padding, increase the height, and make the corners rounder. That looks good. Now let's create another button. But wait, why does the new button not have any of the changes that we made? This is because we didn't save the property changes as a variant. Right now, they are just overrides on this specific instance of the button, instead of being attached to all the button nodes as a style variant. Let's fix this and save our changes as a variant so that we can start reusing it. At the top of our restyled buttons property panel, click the plus, create new variant, and then give it a name and confirm. This will take all the overrides, remove them from the current instance, and save them as a new variant, together with all the other non-overridden properties. We can now select the second button and set it to use the primary variant. Now that we have the primary button, let's create the secondary variant. For demonstration purposes, I will show you another workflow so that you can pick the one that you like the best. This method will also cover how to edit variants. We'll immediately create a new variant and name it secondary. We now have a secondary variant that is identical to the primary one. As you already know, if we change any of the properties now, it will count as overrides and only be saved to this particular instance of the button node. So in order to edit the variant and not the instance, we press the Edit Variant button. Notice how the borders of the property panel become a helpful teal color. This is so that we remember that we are in the variant editor. Let's give this variant a primary colored text, a transparent background, and a primary colored border. In the visual states guide, I got some feedback from my designer friend that I forgot to style the hover state. So let's make them happy and update the hover styles this time. Let's make the background a nice primary light color for the hover state. It's not just the visual properties that are saved to a variant, but also all of the visual states. All changes that are done when editing a variant are saved automatically, so we don't have to do anything else now that we're done with the styling. However, if for some reason we want to go back to editing the instance, we can click the Close button to exit the variant editor. We can now populate our whole app with identical buttons, making sure that they always follow the styling defined in our example brand guidelines. And if the guidelines change, we can quickly edit a variant and have it be updated across our whole app.